Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
Welcome back, everybody, to another wonderful episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast. I am your host, Jason Hardin, and I'm extremely excited, as always, to be here. This is the realest show on personal development. Straight up, I mean, this is raw, uncut, and we get into what maybe so many of us may be thinking about. Get into what might be on so many of our minds coming up in this world that we're living in, and just never speaking on it, or maybe not even being able to put into words, but these sensations and these experiences that are so common are the ones that can be such roadblocks or such pivotal moments in some people's lives that we have to touch on them. Somebody has to speak on them. Somebody has to say, you know what, I'm going through that too. I made it out, or I did this, or maybe we can go to the wizard together. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So that's why we do this show, man. It's all about trying to save people some trouble, some steps, some time, because time is the most precious thing we have. And if we can spend it building and creating and living our absolute best lives, living our own definition of success, and being in position to give back and help others, I think that's what it's all about. You know, so that's the end result of why I do this. And I hope that it reaches someone. It doesn't have to reach the masses. It doesn't have to, I'm not looking for that. I just wanted to change something for the better. Something. Someone, something, some dynamics, something. I want to improve the world in some way, because I think that it's still a gift to be here. It's still my responsibility for having been put on this earth to leave something better than when I came. If we go somewhere, I don't care if it's a field trip or whatever, I was always taught to, pick up something, pick up the trash around you. Don't just pick up your trash, pick up the trash around you, man. Leave this place better than when you came. You see trash when you get there, man, start picking up shit, man. Put shit away, like be of value. Be of service. And that's what today's show is all about, being of service. What does it mean, and how does it add to our value? How does it propel our dreams? How does it create success? How does giving back, how does being of service, how does humbling yourself and putting in work or something for somebody else, or giving to someone else or some other being or some other cause, like how does that help you? What do you get out of the deal? And today that's what we're gonna talk about. That's what I want to touch on. Like, you get something out of the deal. If you're only in it for you, it still pays to be a good person. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't give a fuck if you're selfish and you only listen to the show to get hints and tips on how to succeed, and you don't really feel it, but you're putting in the work and you're doing the good that you have to do to get the results. I still appreciate that. because someone's still benefiting from the good you're doing, whatever your intentions are. In politics, you have to work that way. In communities, you have to work that way. To get anything done, man, it doesn't matter why, how you feel. I don't care. That doesn't matter. What we get done is all that matters. All that matters. So, let's all understand that we have this opportunity called life to do the most with. And to do the most with it, you would have to impact many. And I'm saying all this, I hope I'm not losing you, but I'm saying all this because to impact many, or to impact any, you have to be of service. You have to serve. You have to give value, whether that be inspiration, whether that be education, whether that be motivation, whether that be economics, whether that be hands-on, blood, sweat, and tears. Whatever it is, you're gonna have to give. You're gonna have to give at some point to be great at whatever it is you're trying to do, be, want. I don't know. I mean, it just makes it happen, and I say that because I was never that way growing up. I didn't grow up looking at a bunch of volunteers. Well, you know what? I didn't see it. My granny volunteered. She gave. She had soup kitchens for the homeless. She did some stuff. She volunteered at prisons. My granny would drive us to prison. Me and my cousins, we would sit in the car at prison. At a prison somewhere in like Lancaster somewhere, we would drive to a prison. No, this is in the Bay Area. So we would drive to maybe Folsom somewhere. You know, we would drive to a prison. And she would leave us in the parking lot while she did her service in the prison. She evangelized and read and taught a class. I don't know to this day exactly what she did while she was in that prison. On the many days, she did it for years. I have no idea to this day exactly what. I saw the things she did at church. She was the one at church. You know, she wasn't just someone that goes. Like we did everything. We went to Bible camp, Bible study, Bible this. We were Seventh-day Adventists. So she was my prime example of seeing anyone that of service. I've never seen anyone more of service before my granny. I've never met anyone that really did it like that. And I didn't get it. I didn't get what she was doing. I didn't know what she was getting out of it. I just knew I had to go. I had to go to most of these things. I was a very big part of church. I went to her little soup giveaways, her big soup giveaways at these parks in Stockton, you know, where all the homeless came up, and you know, and her food was good, you know, and we just sat there, and she didn't care about us being bored, like we given today. So that was our sacrifice as kids, having to sit in the car while she worked out there for maybe an hour or two, giving away soup. We had to make do in the 80s with no phone, no devices. No devices. We didn't even get the key to the car. You know, we couldn't even listen to music. We had to entertain ourselves. Probably be illegal to leave kids in the car like that nowadays, but service. She was of service. And I was of service. She forced us to see and experience what service was. And if we were probably more mature or got it or were more in tune with what she was trying to do, we could have probably helped more. We helped already, but we could have probably been more involved. But I'm saying all that to to bring it back to what does it do for you? Because like I said, no matter why you're here, you just want to get the game and go and run with it and make some money, cool. But at some point, you're gonna see the value in everything else besides the money and the flip. You're gonna see the value in the experiences you've had, the value in the trial and tribulations of not just yourself but others. You're gonna look at someone else's struggle and value more of what you have and act on that. You're gonna do more because you see somebody hurting, because you see somebody, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do more just for yourself. I mean, that's how I want you to see opportunities. That's how much I want you to appreciate what you have. And to magnify that, to fuel that, to fuel all the success you will have from appreciation, you be of service. How can I be of service? Service. And I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. Get your pens and papers, and I'm gonna give you 3. And I just made that up off the top of my head. How many I'm gonna give you? And I just made it quick because 3 is quick. I want to give you something quick. I can go on for hours talking about being of service and using so many examples of which I used, and I'm gonna say used, giving and volunteering and just putting in that work and the man hours and that footwork and being of service but to try to level up. I always say give strategically. Don't just like here to every panhandler or to everybody begging or asking for something. No, give strategically. Give to where it makes the most impact for you and the person you're giving to. I'm saying be smart. Charity is a business. It's the whole. It's not just giving. Charity is an institution. It's like something you practice. Because it's like doing your taxes, man. You give. I'm putting in on society getting better. That's the best way to explain charity. It's like I'm putting in. So just like I'm giving, like how, okay, I want to see my tax dollars go to work. That's being strategic. That's just being aware of that's why you're giving. That's why you're putting it, and opting out doesn't make anything better for you or society. So being of service is that important, and I'm gonna tell you, still, I know I haven't got to where it's important to you. It's important to you if you have your business because people notice your business. People notice your brand. When you care, people notice you. When you don't care, it's all about your product, and as soon as your product fails or fades out, so do you. As soon as your product ain't worth shit, you either switch up the product and they're off that, or that's it. And when you can't make products no more, you're not worth anything. Gotta be of service. That's what sets you apart. It's part of your brand. It adds value to who you are. It gives you every advantage you need. Like when you apply for colleges when you're young, I don't know. I never applied for college. I didn't go through it. I had friends that graduated with top honors. Got PhDs and masters, but I never went through it. But one thing I know is like to get accepted to these these colleges and to get these grants and scholarships, they want to see what you do other than get good grades. And grades is money in school, so if you're getting good grades, you're getting paid for what you're doing, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the system works, and educationally. But what are you doing on top of getting paid? That's what colleges want to know. What are you doing on top of getting paid? What are you doing on top of getting good grades? Okay, anybody can get good grades. How are you using anything you're learning, doing, knowing, can be, can do, how are you using any of that in any other way that benefits anybody else? So you start talking about volunteering or with candy striping, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all that stuff. They want to know, how have you been of service? How have you been of value to anyone else? How have you given back? And that's how success is built. Being one who gives back. That's how honors are built. That's how rewards and monuments and statues and trophies are given out. How have you served the sport? How have you served the industry? How have you served mankind? How have you served women? How have you served men? How have you served dogs? How have you served animals and plants? And how have you served? How have you served? What have you given? What have you sacrificed? Why should I care about you? And if you don't care about anything, then why should anybody care about you? And you're just a black hole for love and grace and resources. It's like it doesn't go anywhere else. It doesn't magnify, it doesn't help anyone. That's horrible. Horrible. Anyway, my 3 things. Thought I forgot. 3 best ways of being of service. Volunteer. When I say volunteer, if you got a business, volunteer as your business. This is what Maid and Dina is going to do. Maid and Dina was down here picking up leaves at the local park. Jason Hardin, Maid and Dina, we're out here reading the kids. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do. Bill Thomas of Thomas Burgers is volunteering with seniors today. You see what I'm saying? Like you can be creative. You can. There's no limit or no parameters of who you can give back to and why. PR is important, and that's what PR is. Somebody catch you doing good. Somebody reporting on you doing good. Somebody else saying, you know what? He did something positive. He did something nice. He did something right. She gave back. Her business did this for the community, for seniors, for kids, for older folks, for homeless. Volunteer. Number 2, sponsor something. Support something ongoing. And it doesn't have to be ongoing for you, but maybe make jerseys. Sponsor some jerseys for a team. You do it once, they rock that jersey all season, maybe multiple seasons. Give back somehow. And these are all traditional stuff. This ain't no secret. This is the art of giving back. And like I said, it's a process. Charity is a thing. It's a thing. Like taxes, it's a thing. You pay, you get along a lot better than trying to escape either one. Don't escape charity, don't escape taxes. Give, man. If we all give, we all be all right. The problem is some people just are black holes they want to take. And we can overcome that by giving, still giving to each other. Not by keeping and taking because someone else taking. No, we still give. Giving game, giving knowledge, giving resources, giving direction. We give. I'm giving. I'm trying. If there's anything else I can give you, man, let me know. Why? Because I'm of service. I'm trying to be of service. And not to get to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all trying to get to heaven, and that's okay. If that's your only reason, that's okay. But I'm of service because it works for me. I see the value in it. I see the value for mankind. I see the value that I'm bringing the next generation with being of service. I see what I'm doing. I see how I'm leading. I see how I'm inspiring and being an example of trying. Simply trying. I'm not perfect. Nobody is, but we can try. And in trying, you're doing. When you're trying to get better at something, you're doing it to get better. So go ahead. Be of service. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way to be useful somewhere to someone, somehow. Number 3. Stay aware. Stay aware of what's going on around you. Stay aware because if you can stay in tune with your community, with your neighbors, with really your local area, your family, your government, your local government, not you know, I really don't care who's president if I don't know my mayor, if I don't know my district representative in city council. Like if I know the president and not those other things, then I'm just a bigger fool than anybody else. I don't know anything. So it's important to know who represents you. And in being aware, you'll start seeing where you're needed. You'll start saying, because if you're aware and you start saying, hey, why don't they have that? Why ain't somebody doing this? Now you found an answer. All right. Anyway, I love y'all. This show went way over time limit, but man, I can't help it, man. We're only here to give back. We're the realest show on personal development. It's talking about what we need to talk about to get better. Getting over those humps, getting over what's uncomfortable, getting over what we're used to, or what our comfort zone allows. We have to get out of that. Work together, give back. Anyway, I love y'all, and remember that success is a lifestyle. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And never forget that success is a lifestyle.